President Trump calls him Too Late Jay. He doesn't really smile either. And maybe he was, that is Jay Powell, because today Fed Chair Jerome Powell finally cut interest rates. What does that mean to you? It was a quarter-point cut. So on $10,000 of credit card debt, you pay $25 less per year in interest. Wall Street loved it. The Dow jumped 260 points. But before the rest of America gets too excited, Powell also had a warning for Main Street.
The overall job finding rate is very, very low. However, the layoff rate is also very low. So you've got a low firing, low hiring environment. And the concern is that if you start to see layoffs, the people who are laid off there won't be a lot of hiring going on. So that could very quickly flow into higher unemployment. Economists
are always concerned about something. I learned from many of them and forgot most of it. With us now, Republican Missouri Congressman Jason Smith, chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, which means you have even more economists talking to you than I did in college. This would be my question. Forget what Jay Powell said, the economic gobbledygook. Are Republicans understanding enough of how much America is hurting, regardless of a quarter-point drop and a record-high stock market?
Without a doubt. For one, Leland, I've taken the Ways and Means Committee out to 30 different states to have field hearings, hearing directly from Americans outside of Washington, D.C. And what we heard over the last 2.5 years over and over again was interest rates was one of the biggest things that they were facing, along with, of course, inflation. These were two items that were very big. Inflation is the lowest it's been now in 4 years. It is.
Well, you and I both know that inflation is how fast prices are going up, not that high prices exist. We put together, and I think this is important, as you point out, to get outside of New York and Washington, D.C., what America is feeling. This is local news from around the country.
A recent report found the cost of grocery items ticked up in the month of August.
A mouth-watering cut of beef is costing you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I'd say almost $5 a pound more expensive for your ground beef, hanger steak, stuff like that.
President Trump's tariffs could drive some prices even higher in the coming months.
Tariffs are clearly going to be causing price increases across consumer goods.
Is America ready?
So that's why we passed the big, beautiful bill, for one, is to try to help working class Americans have a tax cut. Because in the Biden administration, Leland, inflation went up 22%. Inflation right now is just over 2%. That is where the prices came from. It was over a 20% increase over the last 4 years. We can do better, but we have to lower interest rates. Credit card debt in this country is over $1.2 trillion. 12% of that credit card balances are more than 90 days late. People are struggling, and it's because of multiple factors. But high interest rates, they need to come down. A quarter point is good, but they need to come down several more points. And I'm with the president when it comes to the fact that he's too late. He's responding, definitely too late.
Got it. Congressman Jason Smith, thank you very much. First wrote about this in War Notes, your chance for an inside look at the show every day. warnotes.com to subscribe. I'll see you on social media at Leland Vittert.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.